Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, ready?
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Alert three, alert three. Alert three.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
There we go.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Looking to throw. Love. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Come on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Showing up, showing up.
Squeeze, squeeze. Get in there. Ready, ready.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Nice 7, let's go.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike,
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he finds Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Back to throw. Love. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He's coming. Come on. Here, shoot. Mike, 57. 74. Chance. Wide. Two jet.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Switch.
1st down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
36.
Here's White, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Big Ed. Chopper.
2nd and 4. It's complete to Diggs. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Set. 30 pace. Let's go.
These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check 59. Ready.
From the gun, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Black. 59. Mike's 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
I'm 61. Matchbox lights. 82. Bravo.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set, ready. 60, orange.
Hey, check.
Hayward. Ready. Let's go.
On 3rd and 2. Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
55. Check.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Delta.
Hey, they're scared. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Love. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Drop deep. Mike 55.
Let up.
Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a high kick and hit pretty well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know,
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Lefty. Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He gets it to James White. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the toss, here's White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
A 25-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off the play fake. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to fake. It's a third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm trying to collect. Ready to go.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. With it is Jackson. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked this way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Minnesota.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was looking for Watkins that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57. Go. Check safety. Watch. Topper.
On first down, White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get ready.
They stay on the ground with White. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wentz now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Kill.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, it puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check three, check three, check three. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ready, go.
To throw again, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Love. Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets... It's this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Ready.
From the gun, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the outlet away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready, go.
On first down, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Set hot. 55. Mark 55.
Operating from the gun. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 22, check over, 22, check over. Check 31, check 31. Fast,
He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Love. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this